David Wolf working through his prep for this one, and David Wolf getting ready to hit. He has simply been dominating pitchers at this level and looks to be a prime candidate for a promotion very soon. Late on that fastball. Wolf now in the pro ranks after he got drafted out of high school and bypassed college. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Line drive, that's a base hit.
Oh, find it.
They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out. On to the next inning. Here's the center fielder, David Wolf.
David Wolf.
Late with the swing, strike 1. In there at the knees. And the count is 0-2. Started after it, appeal to first. Held back, according to Darryl Parker. 1-2, here's the pitch. Swings through it for the K. 1 gone, leading off the 4th. Wolf up now, trying to pick up his teammate by driving in a run. Big spot here. That one hammered but pulled foul. The 0-1. Certainly doesn't seem like he's comfortable out there right now. 2 walks already in this inning. He just doesn't look right on the mound. Hit hard on a line. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. 1 away and a runner at first. And now the center fielder, David Wolf. 1 for 3. Scorched left field line. And foul ball. This one popped up. Settles under it. And makes the catch. At least they got the win. That's probably the only thing cheering him up right now. Might want to get a few more reps in the cage before the next game. David Wolf will have a chance to... 1 down. Here's the center fielder, David Wolf. Good power, not so great at getting on base. Wasn't interested in that high fastball to start. I wonder if he wants something lower. Wolf wants another look at the called strike, and here's a challenge. And that one was indeed a strike. They've only got 1 challenge remaining. That ABS review is brought to you by Gloucester and Tiresias Optical. Pay them a visit, and they'll make sure you see what's coming your way. Proud sponsors of this broadcast. And it's out of here. An absolutely titanic shot. 18th home run of the season. Nobody out and a runner at first. Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. Runner around third. Scores with ease. And now the center fielder, David Wolf. He's already gone yard in this game. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Can't come up with it. On to second, they get 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. That's a hard but legal slide into second base we just saw. That did enough to affect the throw and disrupt the double play. So digging in, David Wolf. Back in the first inning, he delivered a solo shot that I'm sure he's looking to build on here. Pitch misses. 1-0. That looked like a strike to me, as we'll get a challenge. Wow, he's showing an excellent eye at the plate. Really tough pitch to take. At the belt, kicks and delivers. He chases that one. One gone now in the top of the 6th. A bit unusual to see him swing so early. Typically uses the whole field, but a little jumpy in this spot. Wool in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. The Yard Goats up big in this game. Here in the top half of the 7th.
Nope, outside.
Ground ball to third. DeMartini in plenty of time to first. They limit the damage here. Time to stretch. Hartford with the lead, 8-1. Here's the center fielder, David Wool. He's already homered in this ballgame.
Hey!
Runner at first, 1 away. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. The pitcher has to see the hitter getting aggressive on the high stuff. Maybe throw one even higher and induce a chase. Close one, but doesn't get the call. You know, I thought that was a strike, and yep, here's a challenge. And on further review, it was a strike. They'll keep both their challenges. Obviously, he was a big piece of their success in this ballgame. Great effort at the plate.
I'm in the base.
Qué bonito está el cielo que a mí me tapa. Y esa brisa de diciembre que entra por la casa. Qué sabrosa es la sal del mar de mi playa. Que aunque no tiene tren, su sierra es nevada.
Donde me pega el sol en la piel, de los sueños que nunca desperté, la de la foto en el atardecer, y ahora regreso pa' volverte a ver.
De la esquina del barrio bailando en la fiesta. Donde todo el mundo con la puerta abierta. No hay invierno ni primavera.
Es verano la vida entera.
Cuando el mango se cae, la casa florezca.
Un bañito de lluvia, una fruta fresca. Quiere mango, biche y raspado con cola. Aquí todas las tristezas se van con la sola. Yo crecí viendo el atardecer como nunca los he vuelto a ver, y aprendí a ser feliz viviendo en el ahora. Porque el Caribe se envuelve en mi ser, y si es posible volver a nacer, escogería este lugar, su color y su aroma.
Y en una esquina del barrio bailando champeta, comiendo butifarra hasta que amanezca. No hay invierno ni primavera.
Es verano la vida entera.
Cuando el mango se cae, la casa florezca.
Un bañito de lluvia, una fruta fresca. Un día tuve que marcharme de la Samaria, y el mundo no era lo mismo lejos de allí. Y aunque lo quiso el destino, yo lo he burlado, nunca me fui. No importa dónde estuviera, no importa con quién estaba, no importa lo que pasara, yo era de aquí.
David Wolf. So up next, David Wolf. Homered last night, added another hit as well. That's in there, and that is strike one. On a cold night like this, every batter is dreading getting jammed on a high 90s fastball like that one. And it's strike two. And the count 1-2. Bryant over at first with one down. That one not close. And misses inside. What a take with two strikes. This ball is crushed deep to left. This one's gonna go. Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-0. To my eye, he looks really comfortable hitting recently. Seeing the ball well, looks confident, and he is punishing every mistake pitch he sees. He should be smiling big after that homer, and why not? With that one up in the air, it was in doubt until the last second. But as soon as he was sure it wasn't foul, he knew he'd get a jog around the bases. One-two offering. Struck the batter out without a swing. And a nice frame.
The batter.
Now up David Wolf. And he put a charge into one earlier with an absolutely mammoth home run. Big sound off the bat and a majestic soaring shot that he'll probably savor for some time. Runner at first, nobody out. Oh, 0-2, and the delivery. Good job to fight that one off. Now here's the 0-2. That one missed.
That's inside.
Got him. One away. That low slider is so tough to get on a plane with. It starts out looking like a fastball at the knees, and then it dives towards the dirt and leaves you looking like somebody stole your sandwich. Wolf digs in now, playing with the lead. That's off the mark. Ball one. Out to short. Rodriguez. On to first. Leadoff batter out here in the eighth.
Now batting, catcher Bryant Bettencourt.
If he has more games like this, a promotion will probably follow. Very good work. And now, David Wolf, homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. On the ground, 2-ball. Quickly to second for one. Double play, and that'll do it for the inning. Steps in now with a pickup opportunity. 2 outs with a runner out there in scoring position. The 0-1. That one catches the corner for a strike. Batter challenges in a crucial spot. And it was a strike. The call stands. So they'll lose their first challenge. Reggio, the lead runner at second. Bryant on at first with 2 away. Swings and misses. It's a K. And that ends the inning. 2 left on base. They still trail 1-0. Wolf stepping in, trying to get this offense going, looking to find a way to get on base. Big at bat here. With all these first pitch strikes, he's clearly not afraid of contact. This is an aggressive and effective approach. This one's hammered to left center, well struck. And that one hops the wall. The relay, and now the tying run is into scoring position. Pretty clear he got exactly what he was looking for right there. And now a chance to tie the game up, making this a crucial at bat. So digging in, David Wolf, 1 for 3.
Wolf.
Hey!
Swing and a miss. Looked pretty off balance that time. And that's downstairs and outside. 1 out and the base is empty. And a swing and a miss. And there's 2 away. Just a so-so performance at the plate, so he'll want to do better next time out. So 2 down. And now the center fielder, David Wolf. Doing a good job of driving in some runs of late, more than an RBI per game over the last 10. One pitch now. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone. That one way outside, and it's 2-2. Blasted to left, way back and way gone. And that gives them the lead. It's 1-0. He's been on an upward trend at the plate recently. A lot of good at-bats. And when you start stringing them together, the front office definitely takes notice. In the dirt, but blocked. Here comes the 1-0. Pop up, foul on the right side. And that is a foul ball. Bryant takes his lead at first with nobody out. Fly ball, right field. Spikerman coming in on it. Gets there, got it.
The batter number 2, second baseman, Braylon. The batter.
Here's the center fielder, David Wolf. And his homer earlier in the game is the only time they've gotten anything. Across the plate in this one. They may be hoping he can lift one out again. Pitch is in there, and it's 0-1. That's the modern-day reliever's serious zip on the fastball. And that one fouled off. 0-2, here's the pitch. It's in and out of the glove. Pinellas tossed to second, on to first, safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
Second baseman, Braylon.
One down. David Wolf, the next to hit. Already a homer for him in this one. It just misses. A ball and no strikes. Swings through that one, out in front there. Late on that fastball. Not close with that one. And the count is even, 2-2. Got him. Hey fans, remember that when either team strikes out 10 times in the game, Big Kale Soda will send every fan in attendance home with a 6-pack of the healthiest soda out there. And it's straight to the backstop. Throw comes into second. Not going to get him. He's in there. And now a runner in scoring position. Runner at second with 2 down. Swinging a drive deep left field. Pretty far back there. Out of here. It's another long ball in this game. 21st dinger of the year is second of the night. And they add to the lead. It's 4-1. He's putting up great at-bats lately, showing a lot of confidence at the plate. And that home run, just another example. He was a difference maker for them in this one. Nice effort to contribute to the win.
I've been ballin' since the youth, ain't nothing out here look new to me. Know I go hard in the paint, so my highlights looking like truth for the shoe money.
David Wohl, fresh off an impressive 2 home runs. Down. Next to hit for the Yard Goats, David Wohl. Wohl, working through the early days of his pro career, drafted out of the high school ranks. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. 2 outs, base is empty. And he grounds this back up the middle. Look at the stop here. Nicely done for the out. Wolf stepping in. Now it falls on him to come through with an RBI.
Hey, drive him in for us. We need you. Here we go. You mean Mr. Garrison? Yeah.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Oh, and it's a punch out. Bat broke the plane. One out and the base is empty.
The center fielder, number 13, David Wolf.
Wolf at the plate for the 3rd time. Fans on that one. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. 2 up, 2 down. No justice in this game. None at all. He was all over that pitch, but might have been better off with a little blooper. Frustrating outcome, but a great swing. Wolf stepping in now with the lead, looking to tack on some insurance runs. Chased one above the zone there. Tough to make contact on pitches that high up. Grounder left side, and that's just foul. The right-handed reliever And that's
Ball,
off the
that's
inside edge. After some fastballs in this AB, the pitcher might be able to get him out in front with a changeup. Something to watch. And the 1-2. Downstairs. Swing and a miss. Got the strikeout. And that's one away. The leadoff hitter retired in the 8th. Good location on that heater, top of the zone. That's the modern approach with the fastball, trying to get good ride on it. Swing wasn't on time, but tough to get good contact on it, even if it had been. This is a game to flush, no doubt. They got the win, but he may be feeling like he let the team down.
Keep your cool, won't be no fire. I'm fresh like water, no daughter. Might tell a joke, but I ain't gon' lie. On my lap like evil genius, jump out the jeans, it's demon time. I'ma get it laid back like even Steven. Don't need a reason to be on down. Don't B-U-S-I-N-E-S-S. Yes, I'm blessed like him. In the gym, don't miss, I switch on day. I'm not like them. Let me state my case. Sprint out the race, no chase. I pace, just came out the gate, and he still gon' hate. Say fake, see make me fake. How you know what to take? You ain't been out the space, been out the mix for tryna hit it bad like big cold. See, I spell it out quick, yo. My don't up the click, my dog like pit finna raise no quit. This good doesn't get bring the hood to events. Still need 10 on the whip, don't run, don't trip by the ain't never pay rent on. Been for the bread in it, let's do it. The broad up thick and the feet goes through. Like me, never too quick, too clever. I pray them streets gon' treat you better. Back outside, run my whip and Rodeo drive. Shawty, I step like Fredo. Man, stay in your lane down 4-5. Bitch step like 4-5. Keep your cool, won't be no fire. Fresh like water, no water. Might tell a joke, but I ain't gon' lie. On my lap like evil genius, jump out the jeans, it's demon time. I'ma get it laid back like even Steven. Don't need a reason to be on down. And don't B-U-S-I-N-E-S-S. Yes, I'm blessed like him. In the gym, don't miss, I switch on. Hey, I'm not like them.
Double my figures and figure the wave. Cutting off cats when they think they safe. Saving up, grew a little rough, but I will not fold. Pressing me, so watch my vision, see what I see. T-top cutter, sitting up decent, taking my meetings and back of the wheel. I know how to hustle, I know how to live. Featherweights don't talk like this. You in the way, don't walk my script. Run up 100 and done for the summer. That's how you leverage and leave with a kid. I'm trying to get me a penthouse. Out on the cliff, I can sit out. Call up the mama, she en route. See what attention it took now.
David Wolf getting ready. He's on an absolute tear this season, leading the league in RBIs. Here's the center fielder, David Wolf. First and second with nobody out, and you know this defense is hunting a double play. Strike one. This could be a big moment in this game. A hit swings it toward the offense, but failing to capitalize gives a lot of momentum back to the pitcher. Grounder to the left side, down the line, and it's foul. Up and in, and the count 1-2. A little inside conscious now, and maybe the pitcher will target the outer half of the plate. Way outside, and it's 2-2. Got the batter swinging, it's a strikeout. And that is a big first out. A bit unusual to see him swing so early. Typically uses the whole field, but a little jumpy in this spot. Wolf, the batter now, whiffs for strike one. Love how he's attacking the zone, throwing a ton of strikes. These hitters need to be ready to swing at the first good strike they see. Hard hit for a base hit.
I'll pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
A 2-out knock, and it keeps the inning alive. Fantastic effort down in the corner to hold that to a single. It can get very tricky down there. Coming up to the dish now for Hartford, David Wolf. 1 for 2.
David Wolf.
Swings through that one for strike one. That misses. And the count even 1-1. Close, but called a ball. Getting deep into this one, and they haven't had an answer for what he's been doing on the mound. He's really executing well in this outing. Sliced hard, but foul. 2 outs, base is empty. Breaking ball, and that got the hitter. Well, it was a 2-strike count, but a hit by pitch puts the runner aboard.
Now
So
batting,
digging
the
in,
center
David
fielder,
Wolf.
Number 13, David Wolf.
Smoked on the ground to second. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. The second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop who... So 2 down. Next to hit for the Yard Goats, David Wolf. And a pop-up in foul territory on the right side. Gets under it for the out, and that's your ball game. He'll need better showings than this one if he wants to advance. And they'll need better from him if they want to get some wins. David Wolf will be on display in this one. The batter now, David Wolf, bringing some pop at the plate recently. 3 home runs over the last 5 games. Fly ball left field. And makes the catch. End of 1, and we're still scoreless. Runner at second
Now
here, and
batting,
1 away.
The center fielder, David Wolf.
Hey, drive him in. No better right here.
Swing and a miss. A little out front there, swings through it. What confidence to go back-to-back with those sliders. And now the hitter's in an 0-2 count without a clue what's coming next. This one's crushed deep to left, way out of here. Home run. And they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0. Some homers just sound different, and that's a prime example right there. That baseball was wrecked. Cranked out to right center. Blaze on the move to the alley. That ends the inning. Loaded 2 outs. And now the center fielder, David Wolf. He's already homered in this ball game. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's ball 1. Jumps, but it's off the glove. 1 run comes in. Another comes in to score. 5-4 now as they take the lead.
Now batting.
Next to hit, David Wolf. And he put a charge into one earlier with an absolutely mammoth home run. Big sound off the bat and a majestic soaring shot that he'll probably savor for some time. 0-1. Reggio leads off of first with 2 away. On the ground to the left. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. 1 runner left on base as they... Opposing pitchers will want to take note of how he performed in this one. If he puts together games like this frequently, he won't be at this level for long. So 2 down.
Batting
Next to
third,
hit,
the
David
center fielder,
Wolf.
David
Homered last night.
Wolf.
Added another hit as well. Coffee, 25 years old, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2022. Swings and misses. And the slider right there.
Ball. Hot.
2 outs, bases empty. On the ground, McDonough. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Batting
That
fourth,
2-out error
the
puts
right
some more
fielder,
pressure on
Benny.
this pitcher. Let's see how he responds.
Montgomery.
Wolf
Now
steps in,
batting
trying to
center
trim the
fielder,
deficit.
David Wolf.
Line drive, that's a base hit.
Find it, find it, find
Headed
it.
for the plate. Comes in to score. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play. Well done. Narrows the
Now
deficit
batting,
with the RBI
center
there.
fielder,
Good job to
David
stay back on that
Wolf.
one and not roll over on it. Let it get deep in the zone, then drop the bat head on it and ripped it the other way for a knock. Whoa, in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'll see you in court. Did you see that? Just pop me.
All square at 4. Popped up. 1 away.
Now batting the right fielder, Benny Montgomery.
Wolf stepping in the box now. They're trailing, but a hit here could change the narrative. Looking to get something going for this lineup. First pitch misses, ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 1. Swing and a miss. That's some great arm action from him to sell the changeup. Up and in, 2-2. Swing and a base hit.
Find the ball, find the ball, find the ball.
The tying run is aboard.
Great job.
What a fantastic example of rising to the challenge in a big spot. Nice compact bat path on that swing and a great rip into center field. Liners like that one are a good way to raise the batting average. David Wolf now at the plate. Lined a single into center the last time up.
Wolf.
That's a ball.
That's such a hard pitch to lay off of at the plate. Nice job to spit on that tempting slider down and in. Loud contact. This one's soaring. It's gonna carry. It's gone. And we're all tied up. They're going crazy in the dugout. 23rd home run of the year. And they tie it up. He delivered for his team in a big spot right there. Very clutch at bat. Wolf stepping in with a chance to be the hero. And a curve misses outside. And the next one is off the plate. And the count is 2-0. After those two pitches, it's clear he wants no piece of this batter. At the plate, he needs to stay patient and not chase something just to swing. And the tying run at second. Swing and a miss. And the count is 2-2. Got the strikeout looking. Strikes out now and one away now here in the 12th. Wool wants to challenge here. Thought it was a ball. Final score today, 9-8. A one-run extra inning win. For our entire excellent crew, I'm Ben Gelman. Thanks for tuning in to Baseball on the Show. And good night, Jim, wherever you are.
Out of his mercy. What's the done of a Here, bunch of me all walk like a champion, walk like a champion. What a piece of money, gang, tell me where you get it from. Knock on your entrance, ram, pa, pa, pa.
David Wohl, the star of the show, getting ready to showcase his skills on the diamond. It's the Portland Sea Dogs and the Hartford Yard Goats. Introductions wrapping up. Digging in with a chance to flip the script. Time to start a two-out rally. Let's see if he can be the spark. And they say he went. Wohl hit a homer in his most recent game. Gamboa, 29 years old, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2019. 2 outs, bases empty. Inside, nearly got the batter. That'll back him up a bit. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 1-2 now. Good job to fight that one off. And the 1-2. And there's a ball. Went around, strike 3. Not an easy call there. 2 away and a runner at first. Stepping to the plate for Hartford, David Wohl. On the ground to third. Collects. There with plenty of time. Inning over. David Wohl digs in now.
Center fielder, David Wohl.
Oh!
This one high in the air, out to left center. And that'll do it. Man on at first. Coming up to the dish now for Hartford, David Wohl. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. That's some great arm action from him to sell the changeup. Oh, that got the batter pretty flush. And with the innings still alive, here comes the heart of the order. Digging in now for the Yard Goats, David Wohl. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. He thought that was a ball, and he'll challenge. Here's the 1-0 offering. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Here in the bottom of the 9th inning, 1 out. Swings and misses, and it's 1-2. And that's ripped to left. And it stays fair. Around first and heading for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out trying to stretch it into a double. Good hustle trying to stretch the single into a double, but that time he got thrown out. So close to reaching scoring position. Might be time to get in an extra session or two in the batting cage. He can do much better than this, and they need that from him. David Wohl with an incredible season so far, leading the league in at the plate. David Wohl, making a lot of contact recently, can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one. Wohl, only 18 years old, and he's been dangerous lately. 6 homers over his last 10 games. Next pitch is inside, and that's ball 2. Swings through the fastball up in the zone. That's a teachable moment for this hitter. He knows he shouldn't have been late swinging on that 2-0 fastball. Swing and a miss, and the count's even at 2. Two outs and nobody aboard. Fly ball, right field. And that is out number 3. They're set down in order. Welcome back. The Yard Goats at the dish in the bottom of the 4th.
The center fielder, number 13, David Wohl.
It wouldn't be a trip to Connecticut without grabbing some ice cream, add in some apple cider donuts, and you've got a recipe for a good time. And the pitch? That misses, and it's 2-0. Looks like it was a little bit up. Swing and a drive.
Go, ball, go!
Very deep. Can't get there, and this one lands foul. That one had some excellent zip as it came home. Right through there for a strike. That was one you'll want back right in the heart of the zone. Gotta punish that. That one misses. It's a leadoff walk.
Now batting, the catcher, Ryan Betancourt.
Here's the center fielder, David Wohl. Such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Keeps the heart rate low, maintains focus, and doesn't shift approach in run-scoring opportunities. What an asset in the lineup. Swing and a miss.
Hey, drive him in. No one better right here.
On 0-1, the delivery. And swing and a miss. Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2. Runner at second, 2 down. That's down and in. A little inside conscious now, and maybe the pitcher will target the outer half of the plate. And that one almost got it. Man at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. That ends the inning and limits the damage. Wohl up now, just one swing from tying this one up or taking the lead.
Your turn. Drive him in, kid. Let's go.
That's off the mark, and that is ball one. One out and the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Slice down the right side. Power approach on the mound here. Nothing but fastballs in this AB. And the tying run at second. Slider misses away. Decent movement on that slider, but he needs to bring it a little closer to the plate. That one was way outside, and the batter was able to take it more easily.
What caused them to have pain? Things are not always what they seem. Can you answer that question? I'm answering the best I can. Things are not always what they seem. It's certainly possible that that's what the cause was, but I wouldn't know that for sure without knowing what their foot looked like and what
the 2-2. And there's a hit. Runner around third. Fires to the plate. Not in time. Safe at home. And once again, we are tied. You love to see concentration like that. Big spot, high crowd energy, and he maintains focus and delivers with a great swing. Two outs, runner on first base. Next to hit for the Yard Goats, David Wolf. Next offering misses. Ball two. That's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Nice job to knock that one back up the middle for a base hit. That's exactly the kind of approach you love to see at this level. If he has more games like this, a promotion will probably follow. Very good work.
I'm from the MISS, Long as we do not divide, like, gon' get denied, get defied. We about to book down.
David Wolf with an incredible season so far, leading the league in OPS. Can he keep it going today? It's the Portland Sea Dogs and the Hartford. One down. Stepping to the plate for Hartford, David Wolf. Wolf, only 18 years old, and he's knocked in double-digit runs in his last 10 games. One out and the base is empty. That one smashed to left field. Gets over his head. Around first, hustling for 2. Now a relay to second. Not going to get him. He's in there. That's a swing to be proud of for sure. That ball was humming as it left the bat. Pretty clear early on in that play that he was looking at extra bases. One down. And now the center fielder, David Wolf. Cracked a double the first time at bat. Line drive to right. And now 2 down.
Now batting, the catcher, Ryan.
Wolf digging in, trying to rattle this pitcher. Really has these hitters in a funk so far in this one. This to third, and handles that one. Over to first. out with room to spare, and that's the inning. It's a 1-2-3 inning. It's a one-run ball game. Here's the center fielder, David Wolf. 1 for 3. Up the middle, handles, and now a spinning throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. They're set down 1-2-3.
Right now it's 10-15.
And your final score here today, 2-1. Thanks for dropping by and joining me and our wonderful crew here on the show. I'm Ben Gelman. Talk to you soon.
There's nothing colder than your shoulder when you're dragging me along like you do, like you do. And then you switch up with no warning, and you kiss me like you want it. How rude, how rude. But I kinda like it anyways. I don't mind if this is gonna take a million days. I know you'll come up. If you sit back, relax, enjoy my company, my company. Once you know what my love's gonna feel like, nothing else will feel right. You can feel like moonbeam ice cream, taking off your blue jeans, dancing at the movies, 'cause it feels so mystical, magical, oh baby. 'Cause once you know my love is so mystical, magical, oh baby. 'Cause once you know my little heart to give, baby, I wanna give you the world. Not saying you gotta chase me, but I wouldn't mind it if you give me just a little bit of something we can work it with. But all you do is push me out. But I like it anyways, 'cause I think I'm getting closer to you every day. I know you'll come around to me eventually. Just sit back, relax, enjoy my company. Oh baby, trust me. Once you know what my love's gonna feel like, nothing else will feel right. You can feel like moonbeam ice cream, taking off your blue jeans, dancing at the movies, 'cause it feels so mystical, magical, oh baby. 'Cause once you know my love is so mystical, magical, oh baby. 'Cause once you know mystical, magical, oh baby. It's mystical, magical.
What a life. It's true that they underestimate you. My life is real, real. So I'm fronting on them every chance I get, to be honest. Wavy hair, mystique, up in his deep chain with some sick feet. Corner of 10th Street, scoop me in an MPV. I'm holding big. Soloist, vocalist, maestro. This fish grease, recipes, polo. He see us, I was just with G, just like Ryan E. Me and Preem, this history. Young ones, abuelas, Jesus candles, bodegas. Always playing some games.
David Wolf ready to put on a hitting
Euphoria.
down. And here at the plate, David
The center
Wolf.
fielder, David
Doing a good job lately to avoid swings and misses. It's in each of the last 6 games.
Only cares slightly about his character. Yeah. And then the rest, he's like Sidney Sweeney's gonna like try and be an OnlyFans. Jules is a hooker.
Wolf, patrolling center field, batting third today, and he's been hitting well lately, batting over 300 in his last 10 games. Ripped into the outfield. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Throws to second. But he's in there easily. And you can bet he feels really good about that one. Good job to stay back on that one and not roll over on it. Let it get deep in the zone, then drop the bat head on it and ripped it the other way for a knock. Wolf, the batter now, whiffs for strike one. 0-1, here's the pitch.
Nope, that's low.
And the 1-1. Out to short. The underhand flip. Nicely done for the out. They strand one. 2 outs, runner on first base. Coming up to the dish now for Hartford, David Wolf. And a big swing and a miss. Base hit, that was smoked through the infield. They stopped the lead runner at second, now 2 on with 2 outs. Smoked that through the infield for a base hit. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. Wolf stands in now and watches strike one. Wolf disagrees with that called strike. Here's the challenge. And it's going to stay a strike. They've only got 1 challenge remaining. Righty comes to the plate. That one fouled hard the other way. 2 runs in to score in the inning. Here in the top half of the 7th. The strikeout there. 1 gone. Wolf steps in looking to be the rally starter. This could be the inning that flips this game. Swing and a miss. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And he's just given them a big lift. They've got an outside shot at coming back now. Whoa, put together a nice showing despite the loss. 3 hits in the ballgame. He was a difference maker for them in this one. They took the loss, but he did a nice job to contribute. David Wolf working through. Here's the center fielder, David Wolf. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. This level of baseball is such a grind, but by all accounts, he's been able to roll with the many challenges of the road and retain his focus. We're coming right up against it with the way this rain is coming down, and if there's a lengthy delay, chances are it'll force pitching changes, which would lead to some early exits on the mound. And 1-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Slider ran away for strike 3 there. Look at the action on that slider. Serious late break taking it out of the zone, and he couldn't hold back. Really tough to take that pitch, but it's one that the best hitters learn to lay off. Whoa, in the box now and looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day.
Right, woo!
next pitch is outside. That one missed. Swing and a ball belted left field. A dive and he can't haul it in. Around first and heading for second. That's a leadoff double. That's smart hitting to use the count to your advantage like that. He knew the pitcher had to come into the zone, and he found a pitch to handle. We're in the top half of the fifth, and now the center fielder, David Wolf. And a clothesline shot into left for a base hit.
Find the ball.
And the leadoff hitter aboard.
You were all over that one. That was the
back, the center fielder, number 13, David Wolf.
And the 0-1 now. He swings and fouls one off. 2 outs, bases empty. That one not close. And the count 1-2. He fell behind 0-2, but after taking a pitch that far outside the zone, he goes down on strikes. And it's 3 up and 3 down. We all know he's capable of more, but they got the win, and he should be happy about that.
Yeah.
David Wolf with an incredible. So 2 down. David Wolf now at the plate. On fire at the dish lately. Working on an 8-game hitting streak. Hammered and now maybe extra bases. He turns and heads for second. And it's a 2-out double. And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. Right there we saw a fastball that was piped, and he was licking his chops as that thing was coming in. Great cut. Wolf up now, redemption time. His teammate left the runner out there, but now he can finish the job.
Hey, drive him in. No one better right here.
And they say he went. On the ground to the left. And that's a fair ball. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. 1 run comes in. Runner around third.
Stand up right here. Stand up.
Runner scores, and they have the lead. Safe at third. It's a 2-run triple. It looked for a second like he was a little out in front, but he did a great job to keep the hands back and swing through the ball. And he's rewarded with a couple of RBIs. One out and a runner at second. Stepping to the plate for Hartford, David Wolf.
Hey, need you right now. Here we go.
Here comes the 0-1. There's a strike. 1 out with a runner at second. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Next to hit for the Yard Goats, David Wolf. Struck out on just 3 pitches the last time up. And it's a pop-up. And that's that. Here's the center fielder, David Wolf.
Hello.
Here we go. Come on.
First pitch, swings and misses. That slurve was beautiful. Great break, and he was able to get the swing and miss. And it's even up. Can't glove it cleanly. Not in time to get the out at first, and we'll see how they score it. He's put together a really excellent game with the bat. With the bases full, they've got a shot at breaking this thing wide open. Opposing pitchers will want to take note of how he performed in this one. If he puts together games like this frequently, he won't be at this level for long.
Gotta make a move, make a play. We don't fall off, levitate.
So 2 down. Digging in now for the Yard Goats, David Wolf. It's getting to be that stage of the season where the realities of the road can really take a toll. These young players spend long stretches away from home, fighting against fatigue, far from family and familiarity. And that's the end of the inning. End of a half inning of play, no score. David Wolf digs in now. 3 hits last night, a big factor in getting that win. Swing and a miss out in front of that. Can't be swinging at pitches that low, particularly in a double play situation like this. Swings through that one for a strike 2. In this spot, he knows he has to execute, looking for either a strikeout or a double play. Swings through it for the K. Pulled the string on the changeup. Efficient work on the mound there. Wolf up now, trying to get the bats going. No runs yet, but this AB could be the wake-up call the team is looking for. Swing and a miss, strike 1. This offense is looking a bit stagnant right now. They need to shake it off and get something going. Bash down the right side, but foul. Really good contact on that heater. You could tell he was right on it. Just a little bit too late. If he pulls the trigger just a bit earlier, that one's gone. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Got the batter swinging. Leadoff batter retired in the 6th. 1 down. David Wolf getting ready to hit. That one way inside. The Yard Goats trailing by 3, and we're in the top of the 8th. And the curveball is down and in. Sharp grounder, and it gets through for a base hit. So 1 on now with 1 away. And he cut it a bit close, but here in the 8th, he tallies that hit and extends the streak for another game. Just what he was hoping for. Might be time to get in an extra session or 2 in the batting cage. He can do much better than this, and they need that from him.
I've been trying on my ends, booking flights, setting trends. Why do you keep trying to go dance? We know that I'm dead.
David Wohl, currently on a 10-game hitting streak. Can he keep it going today?
Takes off more than it came.
Stepping to the plate for Hartford, David Wohl. He has had a tremendous season, a lot of power, and put up a good average to boot. And fires in a heater at 95. We are far into the season, and it's right about now that the luster of chasing after your big league dreams can start to fade. It's tough to deal with the endless travel and ceaseless uncertainty of life on the road. Runner at second here and 1 away. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Just a hair behind on that fastball. He's got to get the swing going earlier. Ground ball to short, Ornelas. And plenty of time to first.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Benny Montgomery.
2 on and 2 out, scoreless ball game here. And now the center fielder, David Wohl. 0 for 1 so far.
Keep it going. Clutch up for us, big guy.
Curveball gets over for a called strike. That's a hittable pitch, but not what he was looking for. Early in the count, it's okay to take that. 0-1 now. Hard ground ball, base hit. Coming around third, fires to the plate. And safe at the plate, they take the lead. 1-0. And that hitting streak he's on grows with that knock, now up to 11 games. Starting to really generate some momentum here. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this going. Runner at first, 1 away.
Number 13, David Wohl.
Hey, no one better, huh?
Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Kicks and delivers. Oh my, right to the backstop. And now a runner in scoring position. There's someone who's second-guessing their decision right now. Brings in an arm from the bullpen and almost immediately rewarded with a wild pitch. Amador over at second, 1 down. Swing and a miss, got the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. Wohl leading off the inning with a lead, looking to be the spark to give him some more breathing room. Fastball in for a strike. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Out in front on that off-speed pitch. Everything got going a little too early there. That one is smoked. Right field. Hauls it in. One away.
Now batting, right fielder Ben.
He's definitely capable of more than this. They got the win, but I'm sure he'll be hungry to come out and do better in the next game. So 2 down. Next to hit for the Yard Goats, David Wolf.
Wolf.
Wolf goes 5'11", batting third today, and he's knocked in double-digit runs in his last 10 games. Late with the swing there. Swing and a miss, and that's perfect slider placement from him, down and in. At the plate, he probably read fastball out of the hand, but then it took a turn on him. 1-2, here's the pitch. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Nice job out there as he gets him 1-2-3. Bottom half of inning number 1. 2 outs, bases empty. The pitch. And that's ripped for a base hit.
Have a look.
And that extends the inning.
Now batting, the catcher.
That knock runs his hitting streak to an even dozen, and he's really starting to open some eyes with this run he's on. Certainly swinging a very hot bat these days. Wolf in the box for the 3rd time today. Takes that one off the plate. Nice job to spot slider out of the hand and read the movement. He did well to lay off that pitch. Late on that fastball. One, 2 now. Way high. Bryant leading off first with 1 gone. Next offering way off the plate. Even though he's not the fastest runner, I think he needs to be going here to try and avoid the double play. And a pop-up in foul territory on the right side. 2 away. 1 away and a runner at first. Coming up to the dish now for Hartford, David Wolf. Gets that fastball by the swing upstairs. So we'll take another look on this catcher's challenge. Comes up empty, strike 2. Power approach on the mound here. Nothing but fastballs in this AB. He swings and drives this one to deep left. That's down, 1 hops off the wall. And here comes the runner. Here's the relay to the plate. The tag, out.
Now batting,
No outs, runner at first. Here's the center fielder, David Wolf. Corner infielders guard the lines. They're trying to keep extra bases at bay. Lace to right center for a base knock. Runner around third. Comes in to score. The tag, and he's out. Whoa, played well, but couldn't lift them to a win. 3 hits, 2 of them for extra bases. Strong individual day despite the team losing, and he can feel really good about that. David Wolf, with an incredible season so far, leading the league in OPS. Can he keep it going today? Next to hit for the Yard Goats, David Wolf. Making a lot of contact recently, pushed that hitting streak to 12 games the last time out.
So, that's away.
Runner at second here and 1 away. This is part of why he's been on such a tear lately. He's doing a good job working the count, giving himself an edge. 2-1 pitch coming. Into center. Ramos under it. And makes the catch.
Batting fourth, the catcher, Bryant.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Big Kale Soda, with more protein and fiber than any other soda on the market. Back here in Hartford, bottom of the fourth. Wolf stands in here, tried to hold back a swing, but it went around. Wolf, only 18 years old. He's been absolutely electric over the last 10 games, hitting over 400. Swings through the fastball up in the zone. Swings through it for the K. One gone leading off the fourth.
Batting, the catcher, Bryant.
Wolf steps in, trying to shake things up. Total dominance on the mound so far.
Nope, ball one.
Find it, find it.
Hit me.
Gets on base and keeps it going.
Yeah, great job right there. You squared up on that sucker.
That hit makes it a baker's dozen games in a row for him with a knock, and he's really starting to cook at the plate. You can bet that the rest of the team has taken notice, and so have opposing pitchers. Wolf up now with his team trailing. This offense needs a spark, so big AB here. That one down the line. Fair ball. And that is going to bring the tying run to the plate.
Man, you smoked that thing. That a boy. Good job.
And he's just given them just a so-so performance at the plate, so he'll want to do better next time out.
Don't listen. Feel the sound.
And King Cornelius defeated the terrible dragon and all the people in the land.
And now the center fielder, David Wolf, collected a couple of hits in yesterday's game. Wasn't a strike, but the changeup away is well located here. He's gunning for that double play. Nice job by the hitter to take it. One and one. Here's the pitch. Foul ball there. And the 1-2. And there's the ball. Two and two. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground. Might be two. There's one. On to first. Double play. And that's the inning. End of one, and we're still scoreless. One down. Here's the center fielder, David Wolf. 0 for 1.
David Wolf.
Wolf, only 18 years old, and he was a 10th round pick in 2025. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Home team down by 1. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Gets that fastball by the swing upstairs. Tough to make contact on pitches that high up. Line drive to short and caught. Might need a little more backspin if you're going to get a hit on that swing. Needed a bit more air under it to get to a safe distance. 2 outs and a runner in scoring position.
Number 13, David Wolf.
Wolf swings through it for strike 1. Some serious gas on that one.
Hey, need you right now. Here we go.
And a big swing and a miss. That's down and away. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for the K. They limit the damage here. A run on 2 hits. 1 down. Stepping to the plate for Hartford, David Wolf. And a little something extra at stake in this at bat. Hitless so far, and the hitting streak is in real jeopardy. Puts this one in the air down the line. Gets there, got it.
Now batting, catcher Ryan Betancourt.
He's definitely capable of more than this. I'm sure he'll be hungry to come out and do better in the next game. Maybe help them get the win.
I never liked them. To your public safety brief, I never listened. To your blackmail of likes, I ignore them. Your curated playlist, I always hated what you like. To your false money, I let the market decide. To your false money, I let the market decide. To your false money, I let the market decide. To your false money, I let the market decide.
Inside Tropicana Field in Tampa Bay, MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates going up against the New York Yankees. Ready to go? Here's O'Neal Cruz.
Here this afternoon, center fielder number 15, O'Neal Cruz.
And we're off and rolling in Tampa Bay. On the ground, right side. Jazz tosses to first. And an easy out to start the game. Lau at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Just underway from Tropicana Field.
Ball one.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him swinging.
Batting third, left fielder.
2 down, base is empty. And the batter now, Ryan Reynolds. Pitch in the dirt, ball 1. This one lifted in the air, left field. And that is that. Back now at the chop for the bottom of the first. And on the hill, the big righty, Paul Skeens. What should we keep an eye on here?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time, so they get the first out of the inning. It's Aaron Judge now. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Skeens, when you talk about his skill set, he stops teams from getting hits. That's the thing that he's so good at. He's just really difficult to get base hits against.
Well, he's got power, and he has a reputation of being a strike thrower. So to his advantage, he can expand the zone. He can throw that fastball slightly above the top of the strike zone to get hitters to chase. He can also break it off because when you're geared up for good velocity, it's hard to stay back. You have to make a decision really early.
And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Bellinger up to hit. So what's the approach from an offensive perspective against a guy that doesn't give up a lot of hits?
I think you just kind of have to lean out over the plate and, take your base. But seriously, you just have to try to shorten up. I think guys choking up on the bat a little bit to have some more bat control, be a little bit quicker, and don't get greedy. Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Two down, nobody on. Shoots a line drive single into right center. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton. Stanton in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Comes up empty. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Out number 3. Back here at Tropicana Field, Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit.
Ryan O'Hearn.
Outside. And that's ball 1. In the air, left field. Bellinger moving under this one. And there's one down. Ozuna, the big bear.
The designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. Ozuna starting as the designated hitter. 35 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Chisholm handles, throws to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. Now here is Connor Griffin. In the air to left center. Bellinger in a full sprint. And that'll do it. Back now in Tampa Bay, bottom of the second. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees.
Boom, that's cheddar, baby.
In the air, out towards left center. Cruz under it. And there's one away. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
Second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
And a seed into center. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting 7.
Here's Ryan McMahon now.
Ryan McMahon.
And a swing and a miss. Second inning here, no score. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. There goes the runner. Called strike 3. Throw to second, out of bounds, safe. So digging in, Jose Caballero. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Now before the pitch, he looks him back. Man on second, 2 down.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Can't make contact with the sweeper. The 1-2. Runner takes off for third. Got him. That is the inning. Well, here we go. Top
Leading
of
off for
the third,
Pirates,
scoreless
first
game.
baseman, Spencer Horwitz.
Foul ball there. And now the 0-1. Right through there for a strike. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Batting eighth, third baseman, Nick
Now,
Gonzalez.
Nick Gonzalez. In the air, left side. Bellinger in a full sprint. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 down. Here's
Batting
Joey
ninth,
Bart now.
catcher, Joey Bart.
Top of the third, no score. Strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Got him. That's out number 3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. Sliced hard but foul.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Short. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Fly ball down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. 0-1 down. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. The 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And the 0-2. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Nope. Ball 1.
Last two, elevate his pitches and get back into this at bat.
Checks over to first, back safely
with that arm action.
That one finds the zone, and the count is 2-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. Here's Cody Bellinger. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Ball 1.
Hey. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. The 1-1 is fouled off. One-two now. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. On to the fourth, and now the Pirates leadoff man, O'Neal Cruz.
You know, these Pirates, 1 or 2 pitches later, the at-bat is over. That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting in hits. So they might want to be a little more selective up there.
Up next for
and now it's Brandon Lau.
baseman,
He struck out swinging at his first at-bat.
Well, right now this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. B-Ray coming to the plate now. He's 0 for 1. Just missed.
Ball 2.
And it stays fair. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher. But you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Pitch out, but no action. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Ground ball right side. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Stepping in now for the Yankees.
You know, these Yankees, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
The 0-2. Swing and a ground ball. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Rice in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. 0-1 now.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And fouled off. 1-2.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the bat alive.
Battling here as he fouls it away. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Up next for the
go-ahead run on base. Jazz Chisholm Jr. digs in now. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up. Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Loud. Griffin for 1, and that's 2. Ready now for the 5th inning. To the plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH, Marcell Ozuna. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. A solo shot. The Pirates score first. It's 1-0. Now it's the shortstop, Connor Griffin. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Bellinger under it. And there's one away. Spencer Horwitz, the next Pirate to hit.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And there's a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Base hit. And that's a 1-out single.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
This is Joey Barton. His first at bat was a strikeout. Gets him to chase after that one.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Horwitz, the runner at first with 2 gone. Judge really on his horse for this one. And that'll do it.
Pull up and I don't know what to do. Hop up out of fresh, now you looking at the truck. Flying as a bird, you a duck, I'm a goose. They give me side eyes cause they know I got the chance.
Back here at Tropicana Field, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Ryan McMahon stepping in now for the Yankees.
Ball, that's outside.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Stays alive. Here's a 1-2. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Cruz running hard to get it. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And there's one down. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Jose Caballero struck out swinging his first time. Swinging a foul out of play.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Swings through that one. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Grounded out to short in his first trip. This one in the air, center field. Cruz in and to his right. That is the inning. All set for the top of the 6th. And now the Pirates leadoff man, O'Neal Cruz. That one lifted to left. Bellinger under it. One up, one down. Brandon Lau, the next Pirate to hit.
Second baseman, Brandon Lau.
In the air, left field, Bellinger in a full sprint. Pulls it down, and there are 2 away. Brian Reynolds here, 1 for 2.
Left fielder, Brian Reynolds.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Ground ball, left side, and foul ball. This one smoked, could be trouble.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
O'Hearn in the box again, takes the strike. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And a double puts runners at second and third with 2 out. High leverage spot coming up for the big bat of Marcell Ozuna. misses the sweeper.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Trent Grisham. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Late with the swing there.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Behind 0-2, he steps out for time. Swings and misses, struck him out. Strikeout number 8. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him. And that one in the air center field. Cruz moving under it. 2 up, 2 down. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger.
Left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's got a chance. Off the batter's eye and gone. Cody Bellinger blasts one out. And we are starting over.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that play.
Here's Stanton now. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the bottom of the 6th. Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper. That one hammered center field. That's back there. And it is gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they slide in front in the 6th. It's 2-1.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, dude. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Rice in the box again, takes a strike. Up the middle. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. Back now in Tampa Bay. We go to the top of the 7th. Connor Griffin now at the plate. On the ground. And a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Wastes no time there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little. But he got enough.
New pitcher on now, Tim Hill.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead.
Line drive, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Around third. In to score from first. And now they trail by 1.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Man at second.
No, inside.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 1-2.
Ball down.
Jackknife's out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
In the air to left center, and it's into the gap. Brings it in, Runner tags at second. The relay. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Joey Bart up here.
Hey, this guy got...
Intentional walk coming here, and that sets up the double play possibility with one away and runners at first and second. So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. O'Neal Cruz. The next. Oh, wow, what a stop. Throw to first. They get one. They put the tag on him, and that's a double play to end the inning. Back here in Tampa Bay, set for the last half of the seventh. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. To the right side. Lau sends it to first. One pitch and one out. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate.
Ryan McMahon.
This one in the air, center field. Cruz on his way over. 2 away now. So up next for New York, Jose Caballero.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Line and a base hit into right. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make a play.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. Swinging a foul straight back. 0-1.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Here's a 1-1. In the dirt. Runner takes off. On the ground to the left. And it finds its way through for a hit. Go-ahead run holds up at third as the ball comes back in. Second and third after the double. Pirates with a new arm on the mound, Gregory Soto.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Swing and a miss as he was out front. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Huge strikeout there. Back here at Tropicana Field, ready to begin the 8th, Brandon Lau.
Don't take that out on me. I'm only here to help, to understand what happened, and then I'm going to walk away if everybody's okay.
Sorry about that.
Getting ready to hit. Brian Yarbrough takes over on the mound.
Ryan Yarbrough.
0-1. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. A leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Late on that fastball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Up next for the Pirates, Ryan O'Hearn, 1 for 3. One away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Right through there for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Go-ahead run on base. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Already homer here in this one. Fernando Cruz into the game. And that one fouled off. In the dirt, blocked. And the runner holds. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a splitter. Back now in Tampa Bay. Bottom of the 8th. Aaron Judge digs in now. That one ripped, but foul. Check swing, went around. And the count is 0-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Up next for the Yankees.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. He's already homered in this game.
Bellinger.
Tap foul at the plate. All tied up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Luke behind second. And it's in there. Base hit. And the go-ahead run is on base.
Oh, just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup again. Even with the pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Bellinger goes. Stanton at the plate now, and that's strike 1. Step off throw to first. Bellinger gets back easily. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Strikes him out, went with the sweeper, and it worked. So up next for New York, Ben Rice. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss, and it's over. One. Bellinger goes. Ball outside. Down to second, and he's in there. Easily safe with a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. The 1-1. Right through there for a strike.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Man on second, 2 down. And now 2-2. Time is called here in a big spot. Maybe just reminding himself to breathe. Runner takes off. That one is absolutely belted. That gets by him. Bellinger is in to score. They lead it in the 8th. To second, and he's safe.
He was all over that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
That is the inning. Back here in Tampa Bay, all set to start the 9th in this one. Connor Griffin now at the plate. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Spencer Horwitz, the next Pirate to hit. Rip, but it curls foul. The Yankees trying to close out a one-run lead here in the top of the ninth. Swings through that one for strike 2. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that chance handled. Throws to first in time. So they're down to their final out. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Nick Gonzalez. They're down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this turned out to be an exciting, very...
My love is you to know you. My love was always on your mind. Now you just look right through me, treat me like a ghost. You don't need to tell me that you're